because they think it's going to damage their relationships. And they don't like to be open about differences of an opinion. And instead, they try and look for things that are similar. And when people on the right-hand side of the scale have to tell someone something that they don't want to hear, they really hate doing that. And they might do it in a really, really understated way, or they might avoid talking about it altogether. They also might use sugarcoating or roundabout or softer ways of saying things. And they're just not going to tell you what they think quite so easily, especially if it's something negative or is different than what other people think, right? Okay. So let's look at how this plays out globally. Okay. So if we look at Japan on this scale, it's about 3/4 of the way over to the right. Okay. So there are many cultures that are more direct than Japan, but there are also many cultures that are less direct than Japan. So it's very important that you be aware who's more direct than Japan and who's less direct, so that you can make the appropriate adjustment depending on what culture you're dealing with. So this is, I think, a much more sophisticated way to look at cultural differences. A lot of the information that I see available in Japan about cultural differences tends to lump all foreigners together. So it's Nihonjin versus Gaikokujin, right? And so all the Gaikokujin are all in one lump. But as you can see from this chart, the foreigners, or non-Japanese, they're all over the scale. And they're really different from each other. And so you need to understand about the particular culture you're dealing with and what the comparisons are, right? Now, even among those cultures that are more direct than Japanese, some are more direct than others. And there's gaps between them. So, for example, I'm from the United States. And sometimes I find people from Germany really blunt and kind of surprisingly so. And sometimes that makes me uncomfortable. Or I find that people I know from France, they're always having a debate